All right, guys, I'm winding down the wheel balancing and run out issues on this Toyota. I did watch another YouTuber who has a shop, and he was servicing one of his fleet vehicles, and he didn't have a tire balancer or something like that. So he sent it to the tire shop, I guess, for them to just balance the tires, and then they tried to sell him brake pads. And he said, well, it doesn't need brakes. I just did them. They're like, oh, all right, well, tire balancing is done. And he goes, I didn't authorize the job. You're supposed to call me and tell me that, I sent it there and think it's tire balancing, and if it isn't tire balancing, to give me a call. So he goes, yeah, I want my vehicle back, and I'm not paying for that. Because I said, I dropped it off. You're supposed to get an approval before we do the job. I understand what his concerns were. In most cases, if his customer just comes in and says he thinks it's wheel balancing, yeah, it's kind of a touchy area that you just go ahead and do it without confirmation that the customer really wants it done, or if that's the problem. It's kind of weird that he said that to the other shop. He wasn't sure, but nevertheless, you should always get an authorization before you do any work on anyone's car, especially if it's a charge. And sometimes, you believe it or not, people will be pissed if you do shit for free. I've had that done too. Why'd you do that? I didn't authorize it. It was free. I still didn't want it done. Like fix a washer line, or put clips in a bumper cover or a fender liner or something like that. So anyway, when he got the vehicle back to the shop, he did a video and said, they said it needs brake pads, and then he showed a video of him videoing the wheels off the car and the brake pads. Not on if it's a vehicle or not, it's just a video. But you can see there was dust on the brake pads. They were fairly new, so I have to say that this guy was right. He did do brakes. They were from Ford. It looked like pads all the way around, and the rotors looked good. But then he moved into the wheel balancing and said how disappointed he was with another, a tire shop. This is what they do, knowing that all the old wheel weights were still on the wheel when he did the job. So it could be stick-ons or clamp-ons. So I remove any wheel weights that are on the wheel before I actually do anything. So I strip all the wheel weights off. I either do it on the machine or off the car. I made sure that, because I'm chasing a run-out issue, there was heavy corrosion on here, that the flange is clean. And then the only wheel weights that are on the wheel when I'm done are my new wheel weights. Because you never know how many times that this has had a tire put on at tire shops, right, or someplace, and all they keep doing is adding weight when it's not necessary. It just makes things worse. The job right for wheel balancing is stripping all the wheel weights off, excuse me, and starting from scratch. So I understand what this other shop owner was saying, and he was the owner operator. The how a shop that he uses did them dirty, and I talked about that, and then to get the car back and then do a video on that. They said it needed brakes and it didn't, and then look at the wheels and the job they did there on the wheel balancing. And then he had the other shop supposedly come by and show him where it needed new brakes. I mean, that probably could turn into a fist fight. But yeah, that's it. So do the job right and the best you can, and minimize your problems. Thanks for watching.